Sit on down and pour yourself a glass.
And tune into your favorite podcast,
where things will be misquoted
and opinions ain't sugar-coated.
'Cause DJ and Kelly are locked and probably loaded.
Lo siento mucho. Otra persona llamará más tarde. No. Lo siento mucho. No hablo español. Otra persona llamará más tarde. Bienvenidos a Locked and Probably Loaded con DJ y Kelly.
Why didn't you do that during our Mexico episodes?
I don't know. It just came to me.
A little late, but
Yeah.
But you know what?
And that's the intro. We're not
It came
redoing
más
it.
tarde.
Yeah. No, what I said was, I'm very sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Another person will call you back later. Because I used to work at a call center. And then it occurred to me that I could probably say, welcome to Locked and Probably Loaded. Oh,
You
although
did.
I don't know, I'm your host.
Yeah. But you said welcome to Locked and Probably Loaded with DJ and Kelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been doing it wrong in English.
I
this whole
don't
time.
think they need to know you're the host. Generally, the person talking
Over the
is
course
one of the
of the
hosts.
life of this podcast, by saying, I'm your host, DJ, and here's my good friend, Kelly Blackheart, I've probably wasted 6 years of people's lives.
I know, right? What if they fast forward through that 3 seconds? but you can only do the 15-second skip.
It's like when you watch HBO and they're like, do you want to fast forward through the intro?
Which is the worst because as somebody with ADHD, the amount of times that I've been watching something and like simultaneously looking at my phone and realize I've missed something important. And so I'll rewind but it rewinds too far. And so I'm like, oh, I've already seen that. And then I look back at my phone again and then I missed the part again. I'm like, I'm going to kill myself.
It's every day. Right now I'm binging, what's that HBO show? The Gilded Age. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, it's like a prequel to, sort of loose prequel to Downton Abbey. It's right before that took place. In sort of the Gilded Age society part, the Astors are alive and control New York City society. Mm-hmm. And everything has to be very proper. The problem is they don't have contractions and they're very conscious of language. So everything comes off very stilted. Mm. Like they'll be like this. So John called yesterday and he said that Mary was, it's all very like, and it makes it kind of look like bad acting, but I guess it's how people in society
it's
talk.
just more true to history.
Yeah. But I think that you could be a little less true to history and make it a little more engaging. But anyway, I can't get off of it. The costumes are awesome. The storylines are reasonably good. But the production value is just, and I am fascinated with history, especially the turn of the century. I'm really fascinated by. I think it's because I own a lot of things from around that time period. Yeah. And I was talking to Jared recently about this, Jared Padalecki. I said, I'm the kind of person that if I can hold something in my hand, it's because I'm a thing person. Mm-hmm. I like having little bits of history. And when I hold something in my hand, or especially when I own it, I want to know everything around it. I want to know what people were drinking that time, what they were eating, what their lives were like, how often they took a bath. So that's a jumping off point. So this show, for me, a lot of it is, what was the value of a dollar in 1888?
Right.
Oh my God, how much was that? They bought a house for what?
Yeah.
Was it really a scandal if you're in a room with somebody? So I'm learning so much about history, so it becomes not about the show. But anyway, doing that, I'm missing parts left, right, and center, and then I go back too far, and the next thing I know, I'm back on the fucking phone again, and I missed that part over and over again.
I think I've done it like 6 times in a row before, and I'm just like...
I've done it more than that.
I'm sitting there like...
I was trying to finish the last 2 episodes of The Amazing Race when I got off the plane late Monday night, and it took me 5 hours.
That was like when we watched that season of Ozark together, where it's like we would start watching it and then get into a 30-minute conversation and start again, and it took us... I think we tried... Did we watch the whole season in one sitting? We had like a long marathon, but it ended up being like 24 full hours.
There's no way that we got through it before in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because every episode's an hour and there were 10 of them.
Yeah. No, it took us at least double the amount of time it should have taken.
The good thing is, like, when you binge something that you like I really liked Mad Men, and I watched it all in order. The ending of it pissed me off, but I got to really, 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 really savor it and enjoy it because every episode took me 4 hours to watch. So
I know this inside and out.
So it imprints on you in a different way because Like I've seen this scene 184 times, but not the one right after it.
It's a special surprise every time I watch.
Oh, that's what that meant.
I've been hearing really good things about the show Animal Kingdom, which I haven't watched yet, but people are saying it's fucking awesome.
Oh,
I know
it's off the air now.
Layla George is in it, but it's on Netflix.
All right, Sean Haddisy is a good friend of mine, and he's on that show.
So
he's the oldest
I'm
brother.
pretty sure Layla George is in it, and I met her when she was married to Sean Penn. They came to one of Jim's shows, and she's like the loveliest, wonderful person.
I didn't know she was married to Sean Penn.
She was briefly.
After Robin Wright Penn?
Yeah. 2020 to 2022. So it must have been, I think it was in 2021 I met her in Vegas.
I was drunk that whole
and
time.
they came to Jim's show and hung out afterwards.
She's not in until like season 4.
Oh, okay. So I'll just skip the first 3. She's
the
gorgeous
flashback.
though. She's so nice. She's like, you guys need to come over and
Is
have
she the
lunch."
flashback mom?
Yeah.
Ellen Barkin's a mom, and she is a force of nature.
Yeah, she's great.
It's a great show.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
Ellen Barkin have a kid with
Let's find out.
Hua? What's his name? Al Pacino?
I don't know.
No, somebody does. No, Beverly D'Angelo has a child with him. Did you know that Beverly D'Angelo? You know who she is, right?
I know
She's
the
the mom
name.
from the Vacation movies.
Oh, okay.
She was in a relationship with him for like 20 years. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
Oh no, who is it?
Gabriel Byrne.
Oh yeah, Gabriel Byrne. I knew it was an actor,
I don't know him.
but it's not Al Pacino.
Speaking of engagements, how do you feel about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce being engaged?
It's funny because everybody's acting like that elongated antique cut style of diamond is something brand new. It's been the hottest thing on the market for like 5 years.
I
And
didn't really look at the ring.
yeah, the people love people. The internet just lies. They said it's like $7 to $10 million. That ring costs no more. No, I know a lot about diamond pricing.
Yes.
That ring costs no more than $200,000, not $7 to $10 million.
Can we get a picture of it?
Let's
650,000.
estimate.
Yeah, some people, but also some online sites have said $7
yeah.
to $10 million.
It's like the net worth sites.
It's not a 10 carat diamond. It's a 5 carat because they're very shallow.
I didn't even like when I only saw the picture through like the Instagram post.
Maybe 7 carats.
And I couldn't even see the diamonds in it. I was like, oh, that's an interesting choice, but
I don't
whatever.
like musicals, but I know a lot about stones.
That's true. You do.
I just had a year where I wasn't working very much, so I wanted to learn how to grade diamonds because I realized early in my career, because we were going to places. I was living in Austin. I was living in Memphis. And so like one day I just went around to pawn shops and I realized they deal in volume, not quality. And if you knew how to buy right, if you knew what you were looking at, you get massive deals there. So like I got several of my friends' engagement ring stones at pawn shops. I tried to get Stratton to let me get hers at a pawn shop, but she's a Southern Belle, and she was like, "Ew, that's a used diamond." I'm like,
on somebody else's finger.
I mean, like, well, they're all kind of used diamonds.
Yeah.
I mean, they're billions of years old. No, but she wanted one that was cut and nobody else had worn it before. But I'm like, the diamond doesn't care.
No.
I think all the bad mojo's in the actual ring, the band. So the diamonds are
Yeah.
Well,
flawless.
the thing is, you just go to fucking go to New Orleans, pay a voodoo priestess $10, piss in a baby food jar.
Or do it on Etsy. Hire
Yeah.
an Etsy witch.
And then get your bad mojo off your ring like everybody else does.
I did see a video
Privilege?
of somebody talking about how this ring, I believe he was saying like this ring is going to start a trend.
It will.
You know, because she's so fucking incredibly influential. But we've been seeing a lot more lab grown diamonds recently
Yeah.
because people are conscious of blood diamonds and all of
Yeah.
that stuff. But with lab diamonds, you're getting perfection. And with traditional diamonds, you get the little flaws and stuff like that. And this is going to be something that people are going to want. And so they're going to go back towards.
No, but that's not true though. But lab diamonds you can buy a lab diamond that has imperfections in it. They just
really?
don't. Nobody wants to buy them.
Okay,
you
interesting.
Because they're grown the exact way, the exact pressure way that diamonds are. They come in different colors. They come in low color grades. They come in low clarity grades. But nobody's buying them because you can buy perfection for like that ring in a D color. VVS2, VVS1, you could buy that stone for $3,500 to $5,000, and in real life, that's a $200,000 stone. So I'm all for lab diamonds.
Yeah, me too.
If Ty and I exchange diamond rings at any point, it'll be a lab diamond. I got a guilt present from an ex who cheated on me, and so I have a 4-carat diamond that cost an insane amount of money that I don't wear, that I don't want.
Right.
It reminds me of that time. So I guess, but it could be somebody else's new memory.
Yeah. Sutton's?
Stratton's.
Stratton, yeah. I always think of Sutton Strack when you say Stratton because
And there's
whatever.
also the Sutton Place Hotel in Vancouver where all the actors
Yeah.
stay. But I don't want it anymore. But also the thought of trying to sell something, it seems so hard. How do you sell things?
How much do you want for it?
I don't know. I don't even know what it's
Ooh.
worth.
I'm starting to look for rings for L Dog.
L-Dog.
Okay.
They're
Well,
also thinking about getting foster puppies.
Oh.
3 of them.
3 puppies?
I told him, I was like, that's a lot
You
of
are
work.
inviting chaos into your already chaotic life.
I told her, I was like, we're going to take every carpet, every rug, we're going to take it up, right? She's like, no, we'll just cover it with plastic.
What
I was
kind
like,
of dogs are you getting?
No. We're going to foster for 2 weeks.
Okay, what are you getting?
3 Chihuahuas.
Oh, I love Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are my favorite
Me
kind
too,
of
I love
dogs.
Chihuahuas
I had a
too.
Chihuahua for years and years and years, and I loved him. And he wasn't barky, and he was differently abled, but he was born with too much water on his brain, and I've spoken about him before. But what good portable pets? If you're traveling, if you're on the road, and you need to, and the other partner can't watch the dog, you just put him in a bag, put him under the seat of the seat in front of you, and fly away.
Yeah, exactly.
George wasn't barky. He wasn't nippy. You have to make sure that you socialize small dogs where you're not always carrying them like an accessory.
Yeah, and-
Otherwise, they become protective and they think that they're on your level.
And also, yeah, paying attention to body language, like the amount of times that people play with their dogs and put clothes on them and do all that stuff when
Yeah.
the dog's growling. And they're like, isn't that so cute? It's like the dog is telling you to fucking
Yeah.
stop. Like, I respect it. Oh, this is very cute.
These are the
those are-
Pomeranian Chihuahua mix that are available
Get those.
right
Those
now.
are better.
Palm
We've
cheese.
been sending each
Show
other...
me a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
I rescued a Chihuahua in college, and his name was Jet because he was super fast, just pure black Chihuahua, and I had him for about 2 days. I got a knock on the door right after I got out of the shower. I had a towel on. I opened the door a crack, and we had a front yard with a fence. The guy had left the fence open, and so Jet was standing right there, saw a dog on the other side of the street, and booked it. Started running down the street.
Is
And
this a bad story?
well, I'd never found the dog, but the guy was standing there. He was trying to sell me a magazine subscription. As the dog's running away, I'm like, go run over to their fucking dog. Like, I'm in a towel, and I never found the dog. But I
that's-
assume somebody found him and loved him
loved him.
because he was really, really cute.
Or maybe he booked a dog food commercial and then
that's-
moved to Los Angeles.
Good for him. Jet, call me.
We need work.
But the funny part of that story is that night, or no, it was like the next day, we ended up going out to Saddle Ranch. Couldn't find. We drove around the neighborhood, put up signs, all that shit. Couldn't find him. Came home from Saddle Ranch. I was so drunk that I decided to sleep in the front yard in case he decided to come home.
Logical decision.
Colleen's like, you can't sleep in the front yard. I'm like, I have to. He's gonna come back, and he doesn't even know where he lives yet. And
Were
she's
you
like,
in Northridge?
yeah, and she goes, well, you have to at least put some clothes on if you're going to sleep out here. I was like, why does it matter? She's like, somebody could come here and rape you. I was like, oh, they're not going to rape me if I have sweatpants on, Colleen. Real brilliant. Like, I was just being such a fucking unruly mess. I slept out in the yard with sweatpants on.
That's a cute dog.
Yeah, they're very
That's
cute.
a really cute
It's
dog.
half dachshund, half Chihuahua.
That's really
Yeah.
cute. But see, Dachshunds freak me out. Weenie dogs freak me
Oh,
out.
I love dachshunds.
That's what we
But
want.
they're
I'm always worried about.
they're
I always-
really, really high maintenance.
I always think
though.
about stepping on them because they're so long. I don't know why, but I think about breaking its back accidentally.
They do have really bad back problems. They're not terribly easy to train.
But
No.
but here's the thing: if you
They're little
get,
assholes.
but Chihuahuas are really really smart, but they're really really stubborn. But purebred Chihuahuas tend to have a lot of knee problems and teeth problems. So you want a mutt because it's the best of both. I think it's the best of both genetics. Yeah, you get the best of both worlds. I really, really, really want a dog. I've got dog fever, but when I see what you have to deal with Rhino, I do not want a dog. I want a dog that Ty takes care of.
I mean, and by all intents and purposes, Rhino is a really fucking easy dog.
But just the consideration.
Yeah, it's just
of like
it's
we
not
can't-
being able to pick up and go wherever I want.
not
whenever
being
I
able
want.
to go to Palm Springs. Like, hey Kelly, do you want to go to Palm Springs right now? Well, I've got the Rhino and
I could now that I have that dog sitter that works all the time.
yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just
No,
the
it's
thought. Or staying out late.
totally. Yeah, it's like I don't want to keep him alone for too long. It is a lot of consideration.
I don't want
for
to
sure.
consider anybody
I know.
or anything.
That's why I said, why don't you just treat Rhino like he's your dog, and then you visit him. And
yeah,
then
but he doesn't go.
away.
He doesn't go in a purse.
He does. He doesn't. But
Maybe
could
maybe get a
lose weight.
wagon. Like, does Gucci
Yeah.
make wagons?
they make dog like strollers.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
The gasp.
Welcome back. Talking about dog strollers here on Locked and Probably Loaded with DJ Kelly.
Yeah, if there's any dog stroller companies out there that want to sponsor us, Rhino would love to roll around in a stroller. That's for
with
sure.
Kelly Corazon Negro.
Yeah.
Blackheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is everything for dogs and weddings more expensive? Like if you just got a regular baby stroller, it would be a third of the price.
Well, no, baby strollers are fucking insanely expensive now too.
Really?
It's nuts.
You can't afford to have anything anymore.
I know.
So what everybody should do is just put all your money into a Cartier watch. You can get one secondhand for a third
And it'll
of retail
depreciate
price.
immediately.
Well, no, 'cause I bought one new because I wanted that experience. But you know what? The experience wasn't that great. The lady that sold it to me didn't know shit about the thing.
You were in an airport.
Yeah, I was at a fucking airport. But you could buy one for like a third of the retail price. They don't appreciate. So maybe a baby is a better investment. And actually, kids are terrible investments.
No,
they're a
you'll
depreciating
never see a
asset.
return on that
Yeah.
money unless
Yeah.
your kid is LeBron James or something.
It's rare that you see a return on investment with a child.
Yeah,
They're ungrateful bastards.
totally. I don't think anybody should be having kids right now. We're not gonna have a world in 10 years.
This show is brought to you by nihilism.
Truly, that $150 one would work. It's like a little wagon.
Yeah. It's got a little ramp in the front.
I think the one from Wayfair is cuter.
Right.
He gets to see the world. I will show you
He would be like,
the
"Why am I in this?
world."
Let me walk."
Yeah.
But no, he actually. I mean, when it's not super hot, we go on much longer walks around the neighborhood. But it's so funny when it's hot. It's like the slothness of him walking around one block. I'm like, come on, and he stops everywhere to sniff everything, but only in the spots that are not in the shade.
Yeah, because like, bitch, you did this to me. I'm gonna punish you for it. I'm giving you skin cancer.
He loves being outside
Have you figured out why the crows follow you around the park?
because I got good vibes.
All right.
Or maybe you accidentally slighted one of them and they told each other. We
No,
were
crows
just
are
talking
cool.
about-
Crows are so smart. They can recognize.
Weren't we just talking about, I wasn't talking to you about crows, was
No.
I? I was on a panel. This crows came up in my panel on Sunday. When I was living in Vancouver, I accidentally pissed this crow off, and the crow.
It'll get revenge.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I had this skunk that lived underneath the house, the apartment building, when I was living in the West End of Vancouver. And this skunk would come out on purpose and make you fucking walk across the road and around it to get into the building. I'm not kidding. The skunk fucking knew. And so one day I saw the skunk out like in the daytime, and I never did that. I saw him, so I went. I opened.
He was doing the walk of shame.
No, yeah, exactly. His skunk was
What are you
fucked
doing?
up. So I saw him out the window. So then I went onto my patio to look down, and there was a crow sitting there, and I was like. And I walked toward the crow, and the crow just fucking stood there and eyed me down. So then I went over to it and did this. This motherfucker came with like within 2 inches of my face and just flapped. And went,
He said, "You wanted this? I'll give you this, bitch."
it went, it did. You want to go to me?
Yeah.
So it scared the fuck out of me. So I went inside, and then this is not directly tied to this, but then I started respecting the crow because one day I saw the crow dive bombing the skunk, and I'm like, okay, but crow. Would every time I was out in the patio, this crow would fucking come and just sit there and stare at me.
You'll remember me.
Yeah.
I am your 9/11.
I pissed this crow. I pissed this crow. Oh, by the way, we need to record a cameo for somebody whose birthday's on 9/11.
Okay, good. I'm glad I said that to remind you. No,
Yeah.
crows are fucking awesome. I talk to like when we're walking. I talk to all the animals when we're walking. If I see a squirrel or a crow or whatever, I'm like, "Hi, squirrel. Hi, crow." Like I just like to talk to them to let them know I'm chill. But also at the park, At that one by my house, people bring their dogs there and just have them off leash and just let them chase squirrels and let them chase the crows. Like, that's their entertainment. It's like, oh, we'll just bring them here and terrorize the animals, which I think is, people are like, well, it's their dogs. It's their, that's what they will like to do. And I was like, yeah, but I don't like doing that at the traumatization of another animal. But Rhino is chill with all of them. Like, he doesn't run after squirrels, he doesn't run after crows, and so the crows don't feel like they need to move, and so they just fucking hang with us. We got a murder going on.
Yeah, I can feel that, but lately I've wanted to buy an alligator belt. So I kind of can't say anything about dogs chasing squirrels.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, ultimately the squirrels can get away and they can stay in the trees, so maybe they're having fun with
squirrels
it.
are mean. Have you seen videos of squirrels attacking people?
I love squirrels.
Have you seen
super
the video?
viral TikTok video of me and a squirrel.
Have you seen the lady there's a lady in her front yard or maybe it's a man. It's an elderly person who's in a fight to the death with the squirrel.
Well, what did she do? That was probably...
The squirrel was clearly rabid. Because the squirrel just comes over and starts fucking attacking this woman. And she's in a dance.
I saw one with a guy that got attacked by a squirrel.
Her front. It's in the yard. Squirrel attack in front yard. It's a good one.
I saw one with like a guy who's probably in his 40s or whatever, and God, there are so many.
Oh, let's see if this is it.
That's 2012.
No, this is not. Well, that's how far things go back for me as far as like knowing.
Have you seen the one guy who like built an entire squirrel house on his patio, and he has Maxine, and he's taken Maxine to the vet to get her teeth shaved down and stuff like that?
Yeah, and also there's a jeweler named Maxud in New York City who has a nest of squirrels living outside of his window.
Oh.
And the squirrels pop up on the feed every now and then. He'll be out feeding them, and they'll come in for nuts and stuff.
I saw somewhere a long time ago that if you do this to a squirrel, that they'll like come towards you, and I was like, that has to be fake. That's like a really dumb thing. But every time I do it, they come near me, and I don't know if it's supposed to be like mimicking the tail or whatever.
Wow.
But it works.
My mom had a pet skunk.
And then
when
somebody
I was
sees
little.
you doing it, and you're like, I wasn't doing the wave.
Okay, here,
I was
wait,
like rolling
I think
with
I found the
the
video.
homies.
Then you throw the dance competition
Yeah.
to them, and then they throw it back.
I win again. You suck at dancing, squirrel. I'm not very good either, but you fucking suck.
There are a lot of videos of people randomly being attacked in their front yard by squirrels.
Yeah, there was one I saw recently that was a guy getting attacked on his front porch, and I don't remember if it was a squirrel or a raccoon or something like that, but this thing would not let go of him. It was great. Some people need to be attacked.
This reminds me of when you're looking for a photo amongst your 20,000 photos in your home. And your phone. Squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
A squirrel attacking. Here we go. But there's also a guy I saw, speaking of squirrels, who, sorry guys at home, but there was a guy who did all these experiments in his yard about the ingenuity of squirrels. So he set up these obstacle courses for squirrels to get into a bird feeder, and and the squirrels learned over time how to outsmart the obstacle, and then he would change the obstacle, and then they would fail, and then they would keep doing it. It was really fascinating.
Building them into
they're
warriors.
Smart as it was basically like watching what's that warrior show?
American Ninja
Gladiator. Yeah, American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, that's actually what this one is called. Backyard
that's
Squirrel
that guy.
Maze
It's
Ninja
that
Warrior
guy.
course.
Yeah,
You wanna hear?
I watched this like this. Like with mouth wide open, like fascinated by this stuff. This is why nobody can achieve anything anymore.
Busy consuming really cool stuff.
This is how the robots are. This is how AI is going to get us. It's
yeah.
making all this content for us to watch, so we can't get educations. Maybe Republicans aren't bad.
Let's not go so far. I spent so much time in an internet wormhole on this one guy's account. His name is Zay something on TikTok, and he's able to predict where somebody is from based on their accent, but he goes through an entire lesson of like what he's listening for, and like, so you've got the pool merger, and this happens in this region, and blah 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 whatever, and so people will like do a video of them talking and be like, can you guess where I'm from? And he like nails it every single fucking time. But it's like, I've been learning so much about linguistics and all that stuff. And even he talks about like Ebonics or black accents or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, so often people talk about that as if it's like, oh, they're just uneducated, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, there's reasons that people talk this way, and it's based on where they were brought here from or where they live, or because ask and acts have words that are close to each other, and it's more efficient to say things certain ways.
And also,
but it's so it's fascinating.
The shape of tongues, like all of these things. But so I'm fast. People think that the Southern accent all sounds the same. I can tell where you're from based on your accent. They sound so different to me. It's the same like when people go to England.
Yeah.
Most people can't hear a difference. I know what region you're from because I lived there for so long, and they are distinctly different. A Mancunian accent from Manchester is much different than a Birmingham accent.
Right.
The thing that's crazy is that because the country is so old and travel was so hard up until last 150 years, like 100 miles was 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
It might as well have been on the other side of the country. So people have different accents from different towns.
Yeah. And my favorite comment on all those videos is, you wouldn't be able to figure me out. I don't have an accent. If that's not the biggest like main character syndrome thing you could possibly say, everybody has a fucking accent
but Midwesterners,
to someone.
A lot of Midwesterners say they don't have accents.
I know,
So you'll never
because
hear
they're
a Southerner
stupid.
saying that they don't have
but
accents.
that's a stupid thing to say because
I don't have an accent.
Of course you have an accent. There is no standard dialect that other people deviate from.
And California is not a flat American accent.
No, it's truly the
Me and my
dumbest
friends
thing.
went to the park yesterday.
Now, I have said I've tried to get rid of my Chicago accent, which I think
Yeah.
I've done, but I would
flattened-
never say that I don't have
flatten
an
your
accent.
accent out.
Yeah.
Like I'm able to completely flatten my Southern accent out. But why would I do that?
I know.
Because it's so
It's
hard.
real fun to talk like
Well,
that.
it's just also it's like Ty and I were just in the South together, and we've never been in the South at the same time. So he sent me the sweetest and most sort of like emotionally intuitive text. We were in Knoxville, and I love Knoxville, by the way. I made a ton of new friends. I'm the vice mayor of Knoxville. My favorite. I've realized this when I travel with people. Why do I let them? Nobody ever should pick a bar around me. Do not. I always have and they have a miserable time at the bar they choose. I'm the social director of the crew. I instinctively know where the bar is. And we went to these bars downtown that sucked so fucking bad. And then I found this dive bar called Peyton's Place that is...
Oh, was that the one? Wait, was that the one with the pool table?
It was a pool hall on one side. And then... Were you there?
No,
No, we
I think
talked about it 2 episodes ago.
Anyway, I loved it. But anyway, then I also said that Ty said that it was great being there with me and seeing.
I know you told me that.
He was like, it's seeing you with people that you talk just like, and not having to like alter it in any ways.
Right.
And
it's just seeing somebody in their natural habitat, essentially.
And like seeing how my eyes lit up when we went to a Waffle House, and I was like, you need to try this.
I've never been to Waffle House. I need it.
It's such a Southern staple. And he had never been in one, and I was happy as a pig in shit the whole time we were there because I was just like, "Isn't this great?" It's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I'm like, it's like if you don't get shot, like it's a perfect experience. We did it before we went out. You usually do it after you've been out, but we were hungry, and I chose it for dinner. And then we went to Peyton Place right after that and made new friends, Aubrey and Sam and Shorty and Tolly and Little John and Big
I
Deer.
love Shorty and Tolly.
Yeah. I don't remember their names. They're in my phone. No, Al. Al drove us around that night. So thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al. Love you, Al.
Anyway, it was just a nice thing to say, to hear from somebody. He's like, and then I was like, maybe we'll move back there. And he went, no.
I liked experiencing it, and I experienced it.
Yeah,
so thank you, and good night.
Please don't turn my positive into a negative.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop giving you compliments if you do shit like this from now on.
No, but he's recently become obsessed with. He loves Halifax. He loves Nova Scotia. He was born there and moved to Ottawa when he was a very young child, and so he went there, and so he really, really, really loves Nova Scotia, and I'm hearing him. I'm listening to him talk about how much he loves it like this. Please don't move me to a cold climate. And finally I said it. I'm like, I'm not moving there. I'm just letting you know. We're not moving. Vancouver is as cold as I will go.
Yeah.
And Vancouver is not cold. It's just rainy.
And it's so close.
Yeah. It's 2 hours from here by flight. So I'm not moving to the east coast of Canada. But I do want to visit it in the summertime.
Yeah. I'd like to go to Newfoundland.
Yeah, I'd love to go. you can't understand how. So Newfies, their accent is like almost like an Irish accent, but and they all sound loaded.
It's basically the Ireland of Canada.
Yeah, it is.
The landscape there is so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. But the accent also, and when they've had a couple of drinks in them, they also, I think they must be the closest. I mean, it would make sense. The most Irish descent in Canada. We'll be right back after these messages. because they're also, in my experience, not to make a completely blanket statement about people from Newfoundland, can't hold their alcohol.
Oh.
I've only ever met drunk ones who understand when they're sober that you can't understand them and it's a novelty. And the moment they get loaded, they want to beat the fuck out of you because you can't understand them. And I'm speaking from experience with 3 different men at 3 different bars.
Well, maybe it's just straight men are the problem.
They don't know what gingham is. How the fuck do you not know what gingham is? Was it on the Patreon where we were on our Patreon and I'm talking about when I had
that
cancer,
one doesn't surprise me.
when I had
much.
cancer and the church ladies all got together and sent over this giant nylon wig that had like a 3-inch like netting in it, which looked like I look like a lollipop wearing a wig. And then gave me a Tig, whatever her name is.
Taro.
Taro's haircut.
Tigwig.
Yeah, gave me a Tigwig. Oh, that's good. Trademark. Why am I talking about this?
Because he didn't know what gingham was.
Oh, yeah. And so I'm like, oh, it's that photo where Tig is wearing the gingham. And he was like, I was like, no, to the left. Now down one.
Okay,
now,
to be
now
fair, you did not say wearing the gingham. You said it's the gingham. It's the gingham. It's the gingham.
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't expect most men to know what gingham is, but you are dating somebody who's in costume.
Here's the thing.
I'll never forget.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and brag about
me
how
tell
I
you.
know about it.
I'm gonna text her right now and be
That's
like,
not
why
entirely
didn't
true.
you tell Isaac what gingham was?
Southern men of any sort of like
That's-
from any
but
sort
that's-
of family.
That's a popular style
Yeah.
there.
Gingham.
But you are from the South.
A gingham suit, but also he's like me. He's trash.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so if you're from trash, you don't know what gingham is. But even when I was trash, I'm still trash. I may have made a few bucks, but I'm
Yeah.
basically trash.
He's got trash with 24 karat gold leaf on
Yeah,
it.
I really, exactly. I'm one of those trash bags that everybody got mad for Balenciaga making. That cost
You're
like
a
$2,000.
scented trash bag.
DJ Qualls, scented trash bag.
And we got our title of this
Yeah.
episode.
You're
Lavenders.
a scented trash bag. Okay, I really am. But I had aspirations of being like the powerful people in town. You know, the people like that. I talked about one of the reasons why I like going to Huntsville is because I know I'm connected to the old families there, and it reminds me of the aspiration I had as a child. But anyway, all those guys had gingham suits in the summertime. It's a summer fabric.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was called seersucker.
No, that's seersucker's a different kind of thing.
But it's still the
Yeah.
pattern, right?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear this phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it.
Oh, I forgot. We advertised that on the last episode.
They've been waiting
great
with bated
enthusiasm.
breath.
You want to throw your headphones on?
I am.
Gotta hear her.
Hi, this is Luann from Boston. I'm at DJ Qualls at the Fan Expo this past weekend, and I just wanted to say hi to him and Kelly. I actually gave him gifts to Kelly, him, and
that's right.
Ty.
You're at my
Thank you
house.
for the
And I
candle.
wanted to say hi, Kelly. I hope you enjoyed the gift I sent for you. And I really wanted to say hi to you and tell you how much I love your podcast. I love seeing you. I love the fact that you're an independent woman and don't take any fuss from anybody. And I just love your style, and I love how you're unapologetically yourself, and you're so genuine, and you don't need anybody's permission to be who you are, and just be yourself. And I love that about you, because I get judged all the time being someone who doesn't want a man in my life and don't need a man in my life to define me. And I think that is one of the best qualities about you. And I just want to say, just keep up what you're doing, because I feel like you're my spirit animal and you're awesome. And DJ, thank you so much for just being you. And like I told you when I met you in person, like, all the crew thought you were awesome, and you weren't a dick, and I think that's awesome. Awesome. I hope Kai likes this
Threshold's
gift.
pretty low.
And thank you guys so much for everything you do. Bring a smile to my face, and you just keep it going. You keep everybody happy. And hi, Rhino. And I just love you all. Bye.
He's snoring.
Bye. Oh, that's so
That was a
sweet.
really, really
so
nice message.
I remember her. She came up to me, and so here's what you don't know. So I hear messages to you all the time. Like people, I get asked when you're coming on the tour. They love you, love you, love you. And
That's very nice.
I've talked loosely with Gary and Adam, who own Creation, about bringing you out on a couple of dates. You'll be on the cruise. You're my guest on the cruise. So that'll be fun. So that'll be the first sort of. So it'll be sort of an audition.
Good. Let me bring my nipple tassels.
You'll be forced to do a harem dance. Yeah, but I hear nice things all the time, and also I have a couple of gifts from you from different people. Kathy.
Kathy.
You know Kathy?
Yeah, Kathy.
Hey Kathy. She sent.
Still wearing.
Mine's on my nightstand. I took it off. But I know exactly where it is. She sent me another gift for you that's at my house.
Thanks, Kathy.
Yeah. I mean, it takes me a while to get Kelly things because I can't bring my car keys and my vape and something else out of the house.
The amount of times that you've come to the car, sat down in the car, and gone, "Fuck."
Yeah, I left my phone, left my vape.
And I always go, "What is it?" And you're like, "Phone, vape, glasses, whatever." I always build in you going back into your house.
Yeah, into the runtime, to the runtime of the episode of our lives.
Yeah.
But I hear nice things about you all the time, but I try not to tell them because I don't want you to get full of yourself.
Oh, that's good. I honestly, it's so uncomfortable for me to hear at night. Like I've never words of affirmation definitely is my love language, but it's so uncomfortable for me to hear it. Like that anytime people are nice to me, I just fucking
You'd be a
cry.
terrible famous person.
I genuinely I don't know what to do with that information. And I think so much of it is like growing up, I just assumed when people were giving me a compliment that they were joking. And then if I took the compliment, they'd be like, "Ha, you
Really?
believe that?
That's
you fucking
a terrible
loser."
way of looking at the world.
I know. And that's like, so I've always been so hesitant to like really take it in. But I've gotten better over the years where it's like there's no purpose for her to leave that message other than to say something that's genuine. So I like logically my brain can take that and go, that's really nice. But it still makes me want to cry.
It would be hilarious if she's listening to this and doing this. That dumb bitch thinks I believe that.
I know. Or just a follow-up messages. Like, you didn't believe that, did you?
Okay, this is for you and for all people out there who have a hard time taking compliments. This is what I hear, because I have experiences with, people that I was not there for, first dates, hard days. They're watching my projects and stuff, and even the podcast. A lot of people have told me that, they're binging it, they're going through a hard time right now, or it's the thing that gets them when they drive to work in the morning that makes them not, like, once a week I get to not dread
I don't drive off the cliff because of you guys. Yeah.
So you hear that nice stuff, but here's how I'm able to take compliments. I've developed this thing where when somebody's looking me in the face and saying nice things to me, I imagine I'm stealing a little bit of their life essence and their youth, and it's keeping me young longer. So if you can imagine that, and I think I may be.
I honestly think you might be.
And so if you could just imagine
you're like
that,
Ursula with compliments.
Yeah,
You're like sing. You're holding the shell, and
I'm
it's just
watching them, and I'm like,
oh, you're really gonna like weapons then.
I can't wait for weapons.
We'll go see it tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is tomorrow night?
Thursday.
I'm not doing anything tomorrow night.
I know. I have to go to something for my nephew's school at 5:45, but we'll go at 8 or something.
Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
Whatever. It's fine.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah. I also have gotten in my head too, where it's like, that's not a me problem. Like if somebody were to come give me a compliment and then turn around and talk shit about me to somebody else, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
And me trying to figure out if people are being honest with me in that moment, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, I think so often, especially growing up, you're so accustomed to trying to take words at face value. And as an adult, you realize words are fine, but actions really matter. And so that's kind of how I judge things from now on with like people in my close life. But I think there's just been so many times where somebody gives you a compliment or says something really nice and then they turn around and do something really shitty and you're like, okay, then what was that whole thing about? Now I don't really care as much.
This is not foolproof and doesn't always work, but it has very useful. It's not just the sort of youth stealing when people give me a compliment that I also have this. If it's negative, this I don't know who said this, but it stuck with me. Your opinion of me is not my business.
Right.
I'm doing the best that I can. I know that I am. And when I'm not doing the best that I can, or my behavior is terrible, or I do something shitty, I call myself out on it.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel bad about stuff I did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Longer than that. I will hold, and to my detriment. I mean, that's also bad. You can hold yourself too responsible for stuff. But I'm already policing my behavior and trying to be the best person that I can. So if you have some things to say about me, especially if you don't fucking know me, it's not my business.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like if you can't text me and talk shit to me via text, then
get
I
the
don't
fuck outta
give
here.
a shit.
And I mean, the mean thing I say is I don't take life advice or comments from people whose lives I don't find aspirational.
Yeah.
That's the big fuck you.
If I wouldn't take advice from you, I won't take criticism from you. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's the thing too. It's like there are levels to it. If somebody is calling you out on something you've actually done that is harmful, then accountability needs to be had. But if somebody's just like, I don't like you, or you're not funny, or you're not fucking any of this stuff, good, then go find somebody who is.
I'm a fucking innovation. I'm a scented trash bag, bitch.
And you better recognize.
Do you know what life was like before me? Bleak.
You had that fucking non-scented trash bag bullshit. It's just the scent of old chicken.
You know,
this is lavender scented over here.
You know, so I have to make a confession. We're supposed to separate our food trash from our regular trash. Do you know that? And put it in that bucket with maggots.
We don't have that at my house.
So we have waste management. I don't do
compost.
it. I don't do it. Yeah. I don't do it because it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and sorry, I got to go to the maggot bucket again.
But also, I don't have a lot of food trash because eating is for poor people. Yeah. No, I don't have a lot of food trash. But so I bought some lettuce, some shredded lettuce. I don't know what I thought I was going to do with that.
I could have used that.
I know. I should have brought it to your house. Hey, do you want some brown shredded lettuce?
He calls my house the bucket full of maggots.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about this whole time.
It's a big bucket.
I love it. It's hot as fuck in there.
It's so hot.
But so I made the wild mistake of putting it down the fucking garbage disposal. You're not supposed to put lettuce in the garbage disposal. It gummed up everything. It fucked our garbage disposal up.
Oh.
We figured a way out of it. It was a lot of baking soda and plungering and vinegar, but it looked like for a second that the garbage disposal was fucking done for. Do not put lettuce in the garbage disposal in large quantities. Don't do it. You won't like also cucumbers. You cannot blend up a whole cucumber. If it's rotted, you're supposed to put it in the compost bucket.
You heard it here first.
And I'll give you Kelly's address in the Patreon.
Do you want to know a little hack for the compost bucket?
What?
When you're at the grocery store, you know those bags you get for produce?
Mm-hmm.
Take it like 4 or 5 of those. That's what we line ours with.
Yeah, but the problem is
you have
to
communal compost.
Yeah, we have
don't
communal
you?
compost. So we have to take it down in a bucket and dump it into a other bucket.
Yeah.
So and you're not supposed to put plastic in that bucket.
You dump the bag out and throw the bag away.
Yo, then you have to smell rotten food. But do you know how hard it is to get rotten, slimy food out of one of those? Why you have this bucket of maggots open?
Yeah, that's why Lisa makes me take the fucking trash out now.
He wasn't doing it before. The
Ty
trash.
takes out the trash in Vancouver, and I don't know who does it at my house.
I take it out.
I've never done it. It just magically disappears.
I just feed Rhino everything that I haven't eaten.
Exactly.
That's
That's
better.
smart. I mean, it's why I don't buy bananas. Because I'm worried about slipping on the peel, and you can't dispose of them anymore.
Good times. Are we all
good
done?
times.
All right, guys, you can follow us on social media at LoadedPod. You can send us an email, probably loadedpod@gmail.com. If you want to join us for our next live happy hour on Zoom, send us your email on loadedpod.com. Follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Go watch some videos there. We are so close. Hour-wise to monetizing our YouTube, and that would really help us a lot. Also, on social media, if you see our clips, like them, comment, repost, get the word out. We don't want to be secret anymore. We're coming out.
And this episode's not over. We're going to do 15 more minutes on Patreon.
15 more minutes on Patreon. You
Every
can also
episode.
join Patreon. And you can call us and leave us one of those really nice voicemails. And you can say psych at the end if that's the new joke. I'll at least be prepared for it. 323-272-3908.
You should be a broadcaster. Bye.
I got it.
Sit on down and pour yourself a glass.
And tune into your favorite podcast.
Where things will be misquoted.
And opinions ain't sugar-coated.
'Cause DJ and Kelly are locked and probably loaded.